Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 12 recap.
Well, last time, Kristen and Hayden found out that they were up on the block. And Rachel said, bring it on.
At the nomination ceremony, I told Kristen and Hayden to bring it on. I don't even know where it came from, but they're coming after Brendon and I, so I had to warn them.
Baby, what are you telling people bring it on for? What are you doing that?
I didn't even know where it came from, Brendon.
Baby, people are going to start thinking that we're unstoppable.
I
You
know
can't tell
we're not
them that.
unstoppable, Brendon.
I'm not mad at you, but people are going to come after us. Play it smart, baby. Come on. Baby, don't. Don't do that. Come on. It's all right.
Brendon, stop it.
You're going to have to apologize. You're going to have to go to Kristen and Hayden, and you're going to have to tell them that you're sorry.
No.
Now, I love you very much, baby. I love you very... Don't come back here. I love you very much.
No, Brendon, stop it.
Will you please just consider apologizing to them?
Sure.
Assume it's a no. Alright, so Kristen and Hayden are not stupid. They realize that they're going to have to win the POV to stay in the game.
Yeah, and their plan is to convince Rachel to put up Kathy because she's the only one that they can stay against.
Well, right after they figured that one out, Rachel showed up with an apology. Great job.
It was so real.
It was pathetic. All right, then the whole Brendon and Rachel fight continue. You're a bully. Yeah, exactly. And she's like, I did what you want. What do you want me to do, Brendon? Bake cookies and sing Kumbaya? This is Big Brother.
She's so annoying.
Time to pick players for the veto.
Okay, so Rachel, Kristen, and Hayden are all competing, as well as Britney, Enzo, and Ragan.
And the host is none other than Brendon.
That is such bad PR. I mean, she's already all over him. She could have at least picked someone else to host the POV.
Why don't you pick somebody that hasn't hosted yet, like Lane or something?
All right. Well, this competition is called Wizards of Pinball.
There was pinball machines, like, everywhere.
Yeah. And there was a giant one, which they had to use in the competition.
All right. The whole crux of this is shoot for the center, which is the perfect shot. And the furthest away from the center is eliminated. And you get a prize to be eliminated. And it's all Dirty Santa rules. And you know how it goes.
All right. Well, Britney was not a fan of Brendon's hosting skills. She said in the diary room, "Why do you have to be so dramatic? You're a homo sapien, not a wizard."
I have to admit, he looked as stupid as his name is spelled. All right. Kristen was out first. Bummer.
Wait, what's wrong with his spelling?
O-N? Brendon?
I've seen that.
It's kind of dumb. All right. Sorry, anybody who's Brendon. All right. Kristen was out first. Bummer.
So she ended up getting the veto.
Right. Good luck with that. Ragan was out second. He got a veto ticket, and he decided to keep that because that means that he can play in next week's veto.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Enzo was out next, and he won a 3D flat-screen TV. And he said he's going to get the glasses for him, wifey, and Lil Poopa, his baby girl.
I guess she poops a lot. I guess she has anal leakage.
No!
All right, so then Rachel was out, and she pulled a second chance ticket, which she promptly gave to Ragan.
She couldn't use it on herself.
Right, so that means he's back in the competition. Then Ragan was out again. So eventful.
It was long-lived.
He got $5,000, and he decided to put a $5,000 target on Rachel's back and take back his ticket.
No, don't give it to me. And Lane was all like, "It's so intense, people are refusing cash."
It's true. All right, and then Hayden ended up with a Hippietard. I would have liked to have seen Hayden in the Hippietard just because it would have been so... I don't want to see that. I just want to see the degradation.
Well, he gave it to Kristen and took the veto.
He didn't give it to her because he wanted to see her in it. He wanted the veto. Duh. All right, so then Britney ends up with a solitary confinement thing, and Lane is like, well, maybe she'll keep it. Are you stupid? Are you stupid as you look? No, Hayden said that. I'm all confused. All right.
So Britney was like, hell no. So she gave the solitary confinement to Hayden and took the veto.
And now Britney is the Wizard of Pinball.
I was surprised she did so well.
it's really not that hard.
I know, but I mean...
It's all basically luck, because you really can't control where that thing's going to go. So Hayden ends up in solitary confinement with his French bread, slop, and a porta potty.
Oh.
Must have stunk
I'll take the
in
French
there.
bread.
You know how bad it smells when you go into a porta potty? Imagine that in a closed room. All right, so then Kristen puts on her tie-dye unitard, and Lane is like... Oh.
And her Mrs. Roper wig.
Yeah, peace never looks so good. What is it with these guys? They, like, on a hair trigger. All right, so bootleg Little Orphan Annie. That's what Enzo said. I have to agree. It almost looked like she had blank eyes. They should have given her context to blank out her eyes to look like Little Orphan Annie for reals.
What?
You never saw the cartoons?
No.
All right, well, you're too young. So Hayden and Kristen had a little moment under the door where they were touching fingers.
This was so sad.
It was really pathetic.
Do my fingers go under the door? Can you see them?
Do they stick out? All right, so solitary was boring. And Enzo and Lane were all like, yo, he's like Rumpelstiltskin in there for 20 years. Hannibal Lecter.
Gotta put a mask on him when he comes out.
Bruh, Gade. They were getting extremely stupid. And, you know, they were like, oh, we're going to have to retrain him. He's going to have a beard down to the floor when he comes out. He's going to need a haircut. So when Hayden got out, yeah, it was like he got out of jail because he got one look at Kristen in that unitard and he probably had to go somewhere.
And Big Brother totally lied because he was not in there the full 24 hours.
Thank you. If you watch the feeds or you watch her recap, her spoilers, you'd know that that was true.
All right, so it's movie time. This is the results of the reward challenge from the other day. So Enzo, Hayden, and Rachel get to watch the other guys.
All right, so this is the first movie date for Rachel. How romantic with two chaperones.
You always say that!
Busted. All right, so Hayden tells Britney it's smart to use the POV. And you got to use it. And we'll get Kathy up there, and Kathy will go home, and then we're going to protect you for, like, ever.
It actually would have been a really smart move for Britney if she could guarantee that Rachel was going to put up Kathy.
Right. So Hayden goes and talks to Rachel and make a deal.
While she's dyeing her hair.
In horish red. Now, when she said horish red the other day, she didn't mean red hair was horish. She meant that
her
shade.
shade.
Now, don't get excited if you have that shade.
And just for the record, it looks better now because it's less horish.
Okay. So, Hayden tells her, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Take a chance on me and Kristen. So, they say, okay.
They're like, maybe.
Yeah. But then they call up Britney to the HOH, and they're all like, well, I don't know if we should put up Kathy. I think we should put up Lane.
No, it's more like, I don't know if we should put up Kathy. I think we should put up Lane. That's the best for Brendon and I.
Right. And Britney was like, check please. Got to rethink this one.
That's not happening because she's like best friends with Lane.
Exactly. So it's time for the veto meeting. Brrr.
Yeah.
Hayden, why should you stay? Or why should I use the veto on you?
It'll benefit both.
Was that the stupidest thing to say?
It'll benefit both of us down the road.
Why don't you just say that you have an alliance with him?
Well, Rachel knew anyway.
Kristen, I don't deserve this. I want to stay. I need help, and I'm asking for help.
Yeah. So then Britney was like, it's been a really tough decision. There's a lot of pressure, and I'm not using it.
Ha! Rachel was like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow, it's either Kristen or Hayden going home. The little secret showmance is going to be over.
And a new HOH will be crowned.
Who will it be?
Anyone but Brendon.
Till then, much love.